Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have Raddy's Malahit DSP2. This is an ultra-wideband, multi-mode, software-defined receiver. During this video, I'll perform a daytime medium-wave band scan with the Terk Advantage passive looped hookup as its antenna. We'll see how it works out. I haven't done a full band scan, and we'll see what happens in this video. First, we'll go over some basic features, because it says a ton. Second, we'll do a quick size comparison, and third, we'll start cruising the daytime band in the Chicagoland area. So yeah, check it out. This is an amazing receiver. Yes, it is a pricey one. It's not cheap, but it's definitely premium. And if you have the money to spend, it might be worthwhile for you to pick it up if you're an avid radio listener. This thing does everything. It's fun and it's portable. That's the big key here. It's portable. It's all in one package. Love it. So features. So yeah, right away, it's a heavy radio. It weighs quite a bit. I don't know the exact weight, but it's all aluminum construction, which is pretty amazing. So let's go over some features of this radio. So left-hand side, we have a headphone jack, so we can do some private listening. This radio is pretty cool. So you could use this as a recording jack as well, as a line out, even though it doesn't have a line level, because you can still monitor with the speaker. I thought that was a pretty neat option. Here we have a USB-C input to charge the lithium battery. It's 5 volts, 1 amp. And also to hook it to the computer so you can do different settings, and I believe also flash the firmware. Here we have a charge status indicator, turns green when it's charged and red when it's charging. Here's our button, what they call standby button. This is nice. It's pretty much your power button. You have a full on and off switch, which you can disengage the entire radio, which is nice. But here, yeah, if we press this and it'll turn on. Turns green when it's on. Oh, beautiful thing. Love it. So I'm going to turn it back off probably. Actually, got to press and hold. Let's press and hold. Does a little beep. Cool. Going to the front, we got a 3.5 inch color LCD. It's capacitive touch, which is nice. Down here we have 2 speakers, which is, I forget, I don't know the size. They're pretty small. I'm going to say they're about 1 inch. There's those little drivers. They got some good bass to them. I like them. And they sound great. Got smooth treatment all the way around. Going to the top of the radio, we have 2 antenna jacks. We have a high Z and we have a 50 ohm. We're going to use the high Z section because we're using a passive loop. And you can boost a preamp with that, which is nice internally. So I like that. It works really well. And you can control RF gain and other things we'll talk about. We have 2 encoders. We have a volume and we have frequency. So volume's pretty neat. You can press this down and you can control attenuation. You can control volume and you can control squelch as well as filter. Nice. Frequency, it has a step function when you push it down. As long as normal tuning, and then changing step feature is pretty nice. And I believe you press and hold these things, you can lock the frequency. If you press and hold this, I believe you lock the touch screen. Yeah, fun stuff. And then going to the back of the radio, it's solid. And you can see here, it's got 6 screws to get into it, and there is a flat pack lithium. You can change it if you can find the exact battery. I don't know, it's not a simple 18650, it's a large LiPo pack, which is unfortunate. I wish it had a simple battery, but it doesn't. There's the coverage from 10 kilohertz all the way to 2 gigahertz. There's a slight break right there in the UHF range, excuse me. Yeah, right in there. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's a military band or something we're not supposed to listen to. But yeah, there you go. Demodulation type. It's amazing. It's got AM, single sideband, dual sideband, of course CW, narrow FM, wide FM. Okay, great. Let's do a size comparison. I will talk about menu features as we're using them because there's just too much to go over in this video. So size comparison. Now, this is different. I usually bring out C-Crane radios, but this one I'm going to bring out some fun radios. This is the ATS-20 Plus. There you go. This is a $30 radio, and it does single sideband, and I really enjoy this radio. As you can see, it's got the BNC. All my antennas are set up for this radio, so I had to get a BNC adapter for this radio to use the antenna setup that I got. But I like this radio. I think this is a lot of fun, and you can upgrade the firmware, same as this, and it's just a fun little radio. I use this quite a bit, though I am I'm spoiled by the adaptive noise reduction, and those who have this radio know what that is, and it is awesome. Also, next radio we have here, I think this is Raddy's radio. Let me see if I can dust it off. It's a dust magnet too. These screens. This is the ATS 200. Yeah, Raddy sells this now. It's not really made by them, but they support it, which is good. Fun little single sideband radio you can pocket. I really like that one. So there you go. And of course, if you don't have any of those, do we have a deck of cards? Do we? Let me look around here. Yeah, I thought I did. Let me see if I can find it. I do. Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can spin it like no one can. He loves luxury radios from Raddy DSP2 land. Anyway, you get the idea. Deck of cards. Like I said, this thing is pretty large. There you go. All right, cool. Iron Man out. Cool. All right, great. So let's go ahead and hook it up. Like I said, this is in the loop with or Terk time, I like to call it. I used to call it in the loop, but Terk time. It's a Terk Advantage passive loop. It's a pretty simple setup. This antenna is about $49. You can pick it up on Amazon. I'll have links down below. This is great. If you're going to use it with this is not a bad combo. It's not the best combo. The best combo I've found is using the twin coil ferrite from C-Crane, but they don't longer make it, so it's kind of pricey out there. That thing's amazing, so it's 200mm ferrite. I will eventually make a video with those as well, but I figured I'd do something that's readily available. Maybe you have this already, and you're going to buy this radio, you can use this existing loop directly connected. And to connect it, it's pretty simple. I have a patch cable we're going to hook up, and that is to my left here. It is a BNC. Let's see, where we go. Male, and then we got a little female 3.5mm, and we're going to hook it up to my little adapter. So these have SMA, as you can see, and I went to a BNC female to a SMA male to make it adapt. You can buy these kits, where they have a bunch of little adapters with BNC ends for like $7 on Amazon. They're pretty cheap too as well. So there you go. Hooks it right there, and then this can plug right to the passive loop. Now the passive loop is pretty interesting because it has a spot on the back of it, as you can see here, for a tip sleeve patch cable. Simple. Single channel there. No stereo, just mono jack. This is what you find these like usually search like Eurorack. This is the same stuff. It's patch cords. You can get different lengths, which is awesome. You get 6-inch all the way to like 10 feet if you want, but I'd recommend probably like a 3-foot or 2-foot or whatever. Usually enough to get away from the radio. Try to minimize noise if possible, because sometimes this display does generate noise. It can be annoying. So we're going to plug that in and turn it on. So let's go ahead and do that and get going on the daytime scan. All right. So I'm going to have it off to my left here, and I have to point the edge of the antenna towards the station I'm trying to receive, and I have to tune this knob at the same time. As I tune the knob, you'll actually see the transform moving back and forth, the frequency. It's pretty neat in the panoramic display. Let's go ahead and turn this on, and you get to see that fun stuff. All right. So we'll see a boot up screen. The team. All right, great. Okay, cool. So we're seeing frequency stuff there. There's something going on right there in 540, which is great. Let's see. Somebody zoom in a little bit. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see that in the video. Hopefully you can. We have squelch function, noise blanker, noise reduction, which on medium wave isn't as useful as it is like on single sideband shortwave. I too love it on that. AGC you can control. Right now it's set on middle. There's fast acting. There's no AGC. You can turn it off. There's a long setting, I think a slow setting. So quite a few settings on the AGC, which is really nice. And you can control the gain on it as well, and thresholds. High Z, showing reason the high Z section for our antenna. Preamp, which I might turn on if the signal's faint enough. I don't want to overload the radio because some strong stations typically overload. And an AM. I don't know if this thing's like talking over this. Turn the volume down. Okay, so you got AM modulation. Attenuation's on 5. It's pretty low actually, so not much attenuation. Our volume, our filter, normal. There's 3 different ones. You can program them too, which is nice. We can go to narrow if it helps. Battery life, frequency we're on. You can actually tap that and change the frequency. The numeric keypad pops up. Our stepping is 10 kilohertz, as you can see right there. And of course, we can go all the way down to 1 kilohertz and even further down if we're in single sideband. Speaker mode. Let's see. It's going to dim. It's fine. This is our width of our panorama, 192 kilohertz right now. And we're on 530 on medium wave, it's showing. And of course our waterfall at the bottom, along with our panorama here. So this is going to be fun. And then here you got choices on the bottom. I want to get tuning, but yeah, radio, you just tap these things and you can see all these options. Now, if you want to know more about this, I will have the review video in the iCard section. You can check that out. But there's a lot going on here, as you can see. I'm just going to go through it really quick. And you can change a lot of how things are displayed. Noise reduction is beautiful. It's just dedicated. Mode button. Change lower sideband, upper sideband, whatever's going to help you out. And then, of course, band is cool. You can pick there's 50 different areas where you can set up presets or locations. I like to get certain locations, but presets, you could also do that for direct, quick access to different things. Right now, it's just at the start of each of those bands. So, all right, cool. So let's go back to the radio and start tuning away. Turn this up. Go to our first station. Okay, 540. Now, there's a station here. Let me turn this up.
There's no freedom. Like, and they don't value you. There's no freedom to express yourself. Like, it's not a healthy way to live is working for big corporations. It's just not.
Well,
so,
and you don't seem like enough of a game player to me.
that's the perfect statement, because my whole time at Shell, they kept telling me, you got to learn how to play the game. And I'm like, I'm not here to play a game.
What's like the game?
Yeah, you know, it's the game of Survivor.
Yeah.
That's literally, because when you work at a corporation with a lot of people who are extremely...
Okay, here's 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. I have a feeling this band scans are running rather long, but whatever. Notice how the tuning was cool. As I was tuning the knob, you could watch it moving on the display, which is awesome. All right, let's keep going.
Recording private conversations and turning them, you know...
And a large firefighting force. Do you have a sense at this point why the area was so unprepared?
I think that they were very prepared. This is something that they are very used to. They fight fires all the time. But
So,
they
Steve, in Los Angeles, were they very prepared?
I'm going to zoom it on down further. I think we're going to do this.
Every year,
See if this works.
it's either the wind, Santa Ana winds, or the rain.
I think this would be better. How about that, guys? Yeah, liking that. Because I don't have to move the radio.
Forest Service is was the largest firefighting force.
Local WIND Chicago. The answer.
We've lost so many qualified firefighters.
And why is that? And why is that? And why is that?
Because Randy Moore, the DC chief, is a DEI placement. Got placed by Biden.
Right.
He was the regional forest for California.
Michael Gracie, I said, you talked with Robbie Williams. He looked fine in the performance you can find at this concert on YouTube.
So here's an NPR station on 580 WILL. This is Urbana, Illinois. It's 150 miles to the southeast. So cardinal directions is north, south, east, west. Cool.
Listen, we've seen a lot of stories about musicians and addiction. Robbie Williams.
Okay, let's pick this up. Should be able to.
The Kalamazoo Institute of Arts Centennial Year celebrations continuing in legendary voices. View from September 7th to next February 16th.
Okay, WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan. You heard him say Kalamazoo, which is awesome. This is 135 miles to the east, across the Great Lakes, or Lake Michigan. Hello.
Michigan's winter forecast is snow.
I wouldn't say it's guaranteed that he has the vote, but there certainly are positive signs for him when it comes to him getting confirmed. But I think that's where this week is going to be so vital. If he knocks out...
So 600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles to the west. Now, I did hook up an MLA 30 passive loop, or not passive loop, active loop. It's amazing. Just letting you know, guys, it lights up everything. You have to actually make sure preamp is off, attenuation's up, because it's just like, it swamps. It's amazing. It picks up great, and then the noise floor drops. It's pretty noisy with this passive loop, but hey, it's $49 and it's convenient because we're on a tabletop. With those larger MLA 30s, you got to move them around, and if you got it next to you, great. But if it's outside, it's not so easy. All right, let's see if we can get through this scan.
We're going to learn more about that as the week goes on.
the occasional weeknight, but I do have a very busy job, which I love, and I need to devote all my time and energy to being the news director at CBS 58, Telemundo, Wisconsin. And when I get home,
So here's 620.
I don't have the mental capacity.
I don't have mute on here. I wish I did. WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Whoops. And as you see, I'm tuning it, making it strong. It's very cool. You can tell that's 670.
I will just write for probably 5 hours. By 10 a.m., I'll take a break. I'll take a nap.
Being in the right place at the right time. Let me explain. So this is The Secret Garden by Quincy Jones.
So 640 to be MFN, Peatone, Illinois. As you can see, it's a weaker signal. Here's a strong boy right there. I don't even think I have to tune the loop. Same with this one over here, 720. That's the nice thing about these radios. It is luxury. It's a $400 radio, but wow, it's portable and you get all this. It's almost like, I don't know. It's just, I feel spoiled. All right. I mean, I have an SDR and a computer set up. And that's easy, but this is nice because it's compact and very easy, portable.
The Bears, and there was a split second when it hit the upright where I thought it went in. And
but it hit again.
Yeah, well, no, because I thought.
So here's WSCR Chicago,
and so I had this
home of the Cubs.
Elation,
the score,
followed by soul-crushing defeat, in the course of a.
So let's go for a something faint here. Here's a good one. 300 miles away. Let's see if we can get Cincinnati WLW 300 miles. Let's see. We're gonna move that. You can see the frequency moving. You see it? Woo woo. That's me doing that. I hear a voice. Now we're gonna noise reduction's not doing a whole lot, but there it is, 300 miles away. We're picking it up with the passive loop. Sweet. It's turning everything up. So I'm going to turn the preamp off. Okay. You can still hear it. It's pretty faint. Okay. You got to do a little menu diving, but not too much.
Headlined in the New York Times, will pay any amount. Private firefighters are in demand in L.A. By the way, that story says
WGN Chicago.
Firefighters in America may be 45.
Okay, this is music. We'll tune it in and I'll turn it up. It's like I can just watch this. Like, there it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's 750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana. All right, let's keep going. 780.
Outbound, no problems. Stevenson inbound just slow past Damon onto the Dan Ryans. You're looking at a 28-minute drive from 355 to the lakefront, 20 minutes from the Tri-State to DuSable Lakeshore Drive. Outbound's A-OK. On the south side, the Dan Ryan inbound just a little bit slow.
WBBM, News Radio Chicago. And of course, I can really blast that signal.
Both I-57 and the Bishop Ford are also at posted speeds with no delays on DuSable Lakeshore Drive.
It's like overloading, so it's best just to leave it off to the side. Otherwise, you got to play with the attenuation.
Indiana 8094 along with I-65 and the Indiana toll road are checking in okay. We do have a crash.
Single month of his presidency, the last negative month was the last full month of his first term, December 2020. Oh, dear God.
It's uncanny. It's uncanny. I couldn't believe that. It was just like literally the last time we had a negative job report was the last full month of Trump.
Okay, there's 820 to be CPT, Willow Springs, Illinois. You can also play with the RF gain as well. I'm not sure what I have that set at. And we are at 33. Yeah, we can turn that down if we need to, if it's overloading and we're getting other stations. And again, with the twin coil, I don't get much in between. It gets better selectivity than this passive loop, but this passive loop does a great job.
Have a template for, right? God.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Here's a faint station, WNOV out of Milwaukee. I think I said 820 there was WCPT, Willow Springs. Okay, here's NOV WNOV out of Milwaukee, low power station, 250 watts. Let's tune it in.
Wednesdays at 11 a.m.
There it is.
WNOB 860 a.m. 106.5 FM, The Voice. Remember, your mental health matters.
Hey, Milwaukee. Tony Speed Voice Radio, discussing the latest local and national.
Coming in good.
Pacific Southwest.
There's East Lansing, WKAR. I don't know if we're going to pick this up. Bit too much noise. There we go. A little something. So 195 miles east. Beautiful.
You're listening to the Chris Plant Show.
Chris Plants on the Big 89 WLS.
There we go, 89. All right, let's keep going. WLS.
Excited, I can hear it in his voice, and it sounded like he was about to jump through the radio. And my second is actually going to be, I actually just received an email over the weekend to narrow down selection.
920 WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Fox Sports.
Yes, and I am so excited because it's one of my lifelong
Protestant ministers, you name it. This is the way I look at it, John. I think you and I are in agreement. This is a human problem. This is not a Catholic problem, but it's a human problem, and it's found across the board in pretty much all sectors of society.
Here's WKBM, Sandwich, Illinois, Relevant Radio.
As that Latin phrase goes,
music on 940, WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. I'll see if we can't tune it in brighter. It's right there.
in being holy or seeking holy anyway. When you see figures in the Catholic Church who fail to do that in such a spectacular way, it's all the more noteworthy.
So that was, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin at night. Sounds really good. So it's typical. Offered as passive loop. Now this is 950 WNTD, Chicago. Relevant Radio. Sister station WKBM.
Not just a Catholic problem, but I think, John, in the minds of many people.
Leading up to the shoot, we spent the week ahead of the shoot on a stage with Regent Street taped out, every bus stop, every post, every rubbish bin, with the actual taxis and the double-decker bus, and all of the dances.
So on talk, sometimes that noise reduction works really well, as I just put on there. This is 970. This is WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
So we had to work out the time it would take us to get set up, to break down that setup and get off the street, and then the time in between. We had 4.
I mean, one of them is like 5 months old, right? Little, what is it, Callie Ruth?
1000 WMVP Chicago ESPN radio. Oop, moving this radio around slides. I don't have any little rubber feet. Some radios I've seen people have the feet on the bottom, which would make sense.
She's been really contagious. Yeah, what is that song? Where are you? But I'm so... Lwów Live Endoskopii, podczas której jednocześnie przeprowadzili 2 zabiegi pożyteczne. Operacje były transmitowane online, dzięki czemu inni lekarze mogli też obserwować rzeszowskich specjalistów, czyli przyjemne z pożyteczne.
1030 WNVR. Yeah, this is Polski Radio, I believe. Vernon Hills, Illinois. All right. Keep going. Get through this band. I'm almost out of time.
Actual Social Security number. And so people who bought the wallet, some people started to, I see the wallet came with the Social Security.
Noise reduction's working pretty good here. I might just leave it on for a little bit. WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin. I'll turn it off if it's faint station.
Thousands of people were using that.
Music there is Benton Harbor, Michigan. Not even pointed the right way. WHFB, 95 miles to the east. Nice.
I'm a simple man. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but this is sometimes what happens when everybody wants defense to play like those 85 Bears and be super aggressive press. That's what happens. You're going to get beat on stuff sometimes. I mean, the Eagles play soft zone. The Eagles play soft zone on D all night, and that's why they won. I mean, that's correct. It does win.
WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin. You can also do this.
Do you like that? I'm trying to manifest that. This season was 94.
Blink out the screen.
It's so funny you say that because we talked about this a bit last night on the postgame. I appreciate...
That's pretty cool. 1070 WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin. I think I said that. But yeah, sports.
Karty debetową lub kredytową, PSFCU do swojego Apple Pay lub Google Pay. To proste i szybkie. Chcesz za coś zapłacić? Tylko jedno...
WNWI, Oak Lawn, Illinois. Yeah, they take whoever's got money into the program. Yeah, Brother Steer's been on here.
Este ha sido tu programa Enamórate con Lupita Venegas. De lunes a viernes a las 8 de la mañana.
Yeah, so you lose a little fidelity, definitely going noise reduction. WXCS Chicago, depending on how much noise it's trying to reduce. You can set the threshold too, which is nice.
Por los incendios en el sur de California. Con alimentos, ropa, cobijas.
Responsive bankers. In addition to our branches in Grafton, Menominee Falls, West Bend, and 17 other Wisconsin locations, we now bring hometown banking to New Berlin and our new flagship branch in Wauwatosa at the Mayfair.
WISM Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Doing good. We're excited to bring community
along with wisdom. Then we can properly and correctly respond to God's commands.
For service times and online giving.
Strong station here. Don't have to really tune the loop too much. WYLL Chicago. If I do, it'll probably overload. Look how strong that signal is.
Making America great again starts with making America healthy again. You know, I lost over 50 pounds.
Can't overrun the music there. That's Squirrel, WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. There's a squirrel on my display. No, it's fun. This is a great station. I love it. And getting music stations and coming in this good is fantastic.
Estoy haciendo algo correcto por mi familia también.
Qué bonito, Beto. Qué bueno que se vea tu esfuerzo.
Here's WRTO Chicago.
Y que siga siendo ese hijo cariñoso que merecen tener todas las...
Durante 90 minutos, ¿no? Es que está fallando las áreas.
Anota,
o sea, recibes y no anotas.
Tu radio con más fútbol en el planeta.
Guardiola regresa al cielo al Olimpo.
1220 is WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
VN Radio, vivimos tu pasión. Saving money on everything for your next project. Transform everyday spaces into gathering places with custom craft countertops from Menards. Countertops are the center of the home, and we offer stylish options with durability that will last for years to come.
I'm picking up a little bit of, I think, 1240 next to it. This is 1230, WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin, an agro station.
Check out our weekly flyer for many other great deals.
29
WSBC Chicago. Here's WSSP Milwaukee.
Whatever you do it for life at Harbor Freight.
It's coming good.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is...
Music. Can't hover on it. It's WEKZ Monroe, Wisconsin. So if we can't boost that signal a little bit. Tweak the loop just a little tiny bit with that capacitor. There we go. So that's Monroe, Wisconsin. Usually doesn't come in that well either. This is 1260. Yeah, you know what? Hopefully you're watching this. This is the local time. I'll probably have it posted in the below future Todderbert. This is the local time here. It's almost 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm in Chicago, Illinois, USA. For sake of the band scan, we're already 30 minutes in. Yeah, it's funny that I bring it up now. What the frick? I forgot to mention. There's a clock on here. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Yes, it's a clock. There's also a calendar in here too. There's a way to access it, but yeah, fun stuff. All right, but anyway, you get the idea. I'm sure you figured it out by now if you watch my channel. 1270. I think this is Indiana. Yep. I'll put a pop up here for it.
Everybody wants to be helpful, wants to donate, and wants to be part of the solution.
Of Fox Sports Radio Chicago. Partial vehicle wraps start as low as $997. For a limited time, get your vehicle design free.
WBIG, Aurora, Illinois.
They did for WCKG at Chicago Wrapped.
All right, Fonz FM. Yeah, it had a little bit of noise, and it was from the display. I heard it, so I just turned off the display so I could get the music. Now that's awesome. That's 1290 WZTI, Greenfield, Wisconsin. Fonz FM. I just can't hover.
The legal fight has continued over more sweeping debt relief. America is listening to Fox News.
Always on demand at WIBA.com. Logged on, tuned in. This is continuing team coverage on News Talk 1310 WIBA Madison.
1102, partly cloudy.
There you go. WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin. I even said the time, 11:02, so I'm a minute or two off. Locked in, or whatever you said. Awesome, I like that. All right. Let's keep rocking here. I'm going to try to finish this up quick. 1320. I don't know what 1320 is. Maybe Indiana again? It's pointed southeast or northwest. Faint. Okay.
4 in turnovers at home, and you lead 16-10 in the fourth quarter.
I think this is WNTA, Rockford, Illinois.
But details matter more. The bigger the games and the better competition.
Okay, keep going.
Reason is so many people gathering over the holidays. This is ABC News.
Struggling with back taxes or unfiled returns? Owe the IRS $10,000 or more. With the IRS...
1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois. This is a music station now, which is awesome. Before it was like a trading show. You know, trade a tire for a burrito or something.
Helpers can help you or your business settle your tax debt quickly and...
Okay, 1380 WBL, South Beloit, Illinois. Music, I love it. I don't know if I can hover on Inspiration Radio here. WGRB Gospel Radio out of Chicago, Illinois.
30 miles per hour, creating frigid wind chills where we're really feeling sub-zero all day. And a chance of a few flurries flying around late. I'm meteorologist Brittany Merlot. It's 10 degrees at our studios.
Music station here, they just gave the call letters, WRJN, Racine, Wisconsin. It is 10 degrees outside. We are in the month of January 2025, playing with this DSP2 radio.
The January wolf moon's name originates with a Native American term for each full moon. According to NASA, it came from packs of wolves heard howling outside the villages amid the cold and deep...
Okay, 1410 WRMN, Elgin, Illinois.
More of these stories at townhall.com.
1410. That was 1410, 1420 something. I don't know what it is.
Into the free iHeartRadio app with easy-to-use presets. You can now save your favorite stations on the app, just like in your car. And with the all-new live radio dial, it's easier than ever to discover new stations you'll love based on your location or favorite genre. Find out what everyone is talking about and get the new and improved free iHeartRadio app today.
Hey, it's Bobby Bone. Join me and former NFL quarterback Matt Castle for our new podcast, Lots to Say with Bobby Bones and Matt Castle. Between us, we have over 17,500 passing yards.
Okay, if I have a pop-up, I'll put it there. WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois.
Stock 1440 WROK, Rockford's #1 news talk station.
There you go, WROK, Rockford, Illinois. The Real, WRLL. That's Cicero, Illinois. What an awesome radio. Into music on 1460 WJTI, West Ellis, Wisconsin. Yeah, we're going a little long, but whatever. It's fun. That's booming. Iron Country, WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. Sweet. That's with the preamp off, too. You can see the signal strength meter here. I'm sure you guys have noticed. I didn't point it out earlier. You know, there's just so much on this radio. Yeah. Okay, heavy metal on WPJX, Zion, Illinois. That's awesome. Heavy metal on the AM band. I think I'm off-tuned a little bit. No, I think I was on it. Can't really go by the waterfall. You got to really watch the panoramic here. See what's going on. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead here.
Yeah, there has been a lot of uncertainty, obviously, new administration. I don't think that uncertainty...
1530 WCKG, Elmhurst. WGLB, Port Washington, Wisconsin. Country music station WFRL, I think. I'll have a pop up here. I think it's 60 miles away.
I'm coming for one day, and just for a visit, just to come, and him. Now he's here.
Watertown, Wisconsin, WTTN.
But I'm just coming to the United States, and they said,
왕이신 나의 하나님이여 내가 주를 높이고 영원히 주의 이름을 송축한다. 여러분 다윗은 자신이
WCGO, Evanston, Illinois. We're almost done.
하나님 앞에서는
Sensitive radio. I get this pop once in a while, and it's something external outside. I don't know exactly what it is, but 1600, I think this is Michigan.
Our own lives into our own minds, and hopefully form our consciences by the church, so we know what moral acts are blessed. And
WSJP on 1640, Sussex, Wisconsin, relevant radio.
you know, I think a religious person can just try to stay away from.
He's done a really, really good job. And again, optimism coming into this season. For the job that he did, the way he wrapped his arms around the team in the second half of that season, the way he coached in the second half of that season, they did falter in San Francisco, but nobody, and I mean nobody.
As you heard, again, the screen was putting out some RFI, so you just turn the screen off. It's not a big deal to me. Some people are like, oh, I want to see my screen. Well, you don't have to see the screen all the time. I don't stare at my radio, you know, with an analog dial all day long. That's on one station.
When I see things where grown-ass men are getting...
Black Kings are in the live studio of WBON. Brother Malik, you said...
What's up, Brother King? On the Duncan side, what's happening?
You already know. Man, we go back a long time.
And WBON Chicago. All right, cool. We are done. All right. So let's go ahead and zoom this back up. that was fun. That went a little longer than I thought, but hey, there it is. The Malahit DSP2 on the daytime medium wave with the Terk Advantage passive loop rocking it. Not bad for a $50 loop. Again, it's convenient because it's on a tabletop with your radio. You can actually take it outside and use this as a combo if you want. They have those little donuts, and they work. So does your whip antenna. So if you're looking for, let me just turn that all the way down. If you're looking for a solution that's more portable for medium wave, you can try that, or you can maybe try a loop stick. I haven't tried a loop stick yet, a passive one, to see. I'm guessing if you tune it right, it will work. It's got to have the right connections, and then you could spin it, and maybe you can get that to work. I might try the Raddy one, but I heard it wasn't tuned well for medium wave. I know I haven't had any luck with it on my radios, but there you go. The Malahit by Raddy DSP2. The cool thing is Raddy doesn't make these; they just import them and sell them, and of course they can put their warranty and any service for them. So that's the nice thing about it, is they're backed by a company that if there's any issues, they'll help you. If you just bought it off of, say, AliExpress, they're not going to help you. Forget it. You're on your own there. But what a fantastic radio. There's just so much to explore, and expect more on this channel. We're going to explore a lot. We're going to talk about the different settings you can do. I'm going to probably focus on certain aspects of the radio, different bands, of course, because you got the air band, you got VHF, UHF, you got things over UHF. I've never explored gigahertz to 2 gigahertz. I don't know what I'll find there. If you guys know, just comment below what I should chase after in the Chicagoland area, above the UHF band or above the, typical 40 or 70 centimeters. Let me know. 400 plus megahertz. I don't spend a lot of time up there, so I don't know what's there. I probably have to get a special antenna too, I'm guessing. Fun, little short antenna. So there it is, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give a like if you did. If you like this radio, give a big like. 2, if you love what you see, subscribe to the bell icon, get notified of future videos. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about this radio, this DSP2. Is this something you'd want? Is it too expensive? Is it too... do you don't care for the visuals? Just give me your opinion on what you think so far. Personally, yeah, I'm spoiled with this radio. I really am. But I'll be honest with you, with single sideband, if it wasn't for this noise reduction, I'd probably still be just using this all day long. I really like this 20 plus. It's $30. You can listen to single sideband ham radio operators all evening long, all day long, with this thing, and it's amazing with the new firmware. And if you haven't seen a review for this, I'll put it up there too as well. But this is a fun radio. So for $30, you can listen to ham radio. So you don't have to have a $400 radio. But hello, it's fun. There's so much to this. I love it. When I first got it, I was like, whoa, this thing's doing a little bit more than I'm used to. I don't do a lot of SDR stuff, so I was kind of like, what do I do here? But as I've been using it more and more, learning the options I need and use, it's getting to be a lot of fun. So once you learn your radio, you can achieve quite a bit. All right, cool. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys think. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.